Welcome to another tree talk, and today's tree is rather a false tree. It is a pseudo palm tree. It looks like palm, but it is not palm. It is Cycas. Cycas is the genus of Gymnospermus, palm-like, medium-sized dendroid plants. They are looking like trees, but they are not trees because secondary xylem formation does not take place in these dendroid palm-like cycads. There is a parenchymatous pith in the center of the stem, and that is used as sago also, sabudana. Some of the species pith is used crystallized, and after processing is used as sabudana. So we also call some of the cycas species as sago palm. They are also called as dinosaur plants because they lived with the dinosaurs, the huge reptiles. Ultimately, the dinosaurs perished from the planet Earth, but cycads, especially the cycas, remained as such, and it is surviving till today. Cycas is distinguished from the palms, absence of secondary xylem, no bud formation. One. Second, leaves are pinnate, but they are arching, and then leaflets are with a midrib, but no secondary veins. Another, in case of palms, we have the flowers, male flowers and female flowers, and that's a fruit. Fruit means seed is covered with a fleshy covering. But in case of cycas, we have cones, especially the pollen sacs are formed in the ovoid male cones. Whereas, unlike conifers, in conifers we have the male cones as well as the female cones. But in case of cycads, especially the cycas, female cones are not formed. Instead, specialized leaf-like structures called megasporophylls, they bear naked seeds along the margins, and upper portion is sterile lamina. The shape and extent of the female megasporophyll and the nature of leaves determines which species it is. Anatomically, it is also distinguished. In pines, we have pycnoxylic kind of wood anatomy, whereas in case of cycas species, we have monoxylic. Another distinguishing character, we have two types of leaves in cycas. We have the photosynthetic pinnate leaves, which form a crown at the apex of the stem, and second, we have the scale-like cataphylls, which are brown and they are spiny. Another character which distinguishes cycads from other palms is presence of coralloid roots. Main taproot is positively geotropic, but lateral roots, they are diageotropic, and they run horizontally and then they come out even from the soil, and then they are apogeotropic. And such coral-like branched roots have the infestation of algal partners, especially the Anamina, Cycadacearum, sometimes even nostoc, and even the association of many bacteria which are beneficial bacteria, for example Bradyrhizobium. So these bacteria, they act as helpers in sustaining the growth of cycas species in the hostile environments. They can grow in the dry rocky habitats, they can grow and they can really resist even the fires, as we find in case of the Australian species the Australian species we find, they are Cycas media, which is very resistant to fire, and after the bush fires in the eucalyptus forest, they sprout new leaves immediately. Another species which is endangered in Australian continent is that is Cycas platyphylla, which is endemic. One of the oldest mention of Cycas under the name Todapanna was the mention made in Hortus Malabaricus, written by then Vaneridae, and that ultimately was identified as Cycas cercinalis, which appeared the type species for the genus Cycas. In India, we have 13 to 16 species, depends on some kind of synonymy and other accepted valid names. So species number vary from 13, 16, and even some botanists tell 18 species, with introduced species also. Most common species which is cultivated widely and is introduced in botanical gardens and parks everywhere, even in Jammu we see, that is Cycas revoluta. Basically this is native to Japan, but this is distinguished with the revolute margins of the leaves, which form the crown on the unbranched stem, and the number of leaflets is also 110 or 20. Similar, the number is leaflets is seen in case of Cycas cercinalis, which is again an Indian species native to India, especially the Western Ghats. Another species which was given the name in 1826, the year in which we got the name for Putranjiva geopotha as Putranjiva roxburghii. The same year, Cycas pectinata, found in Kamrup, Assam, was named as the distinct species, and this Cycas pectinata has the megasporophylls with pectinate structure, and this particular Cycas found in northeast in Manipur is called as Yandong, and in 2014 Yandong the living fossil, a conservation campaign was started for the conservation of this unique species which is declining in northeastern India, but it is also found in Cambodia, Vietnam, Burma, some part of China and Southeast Asia. From the year 2015, even a volleyball tournament is also associated with the Cycas pectinata conservation campaign. And this particular Cycas, its male cones are also chewed by the youth for increasing the stamina, especially the male power, as aphrodisiac. Even its seeds are roasted by the local people and they are also eaten, although some of the seeds are also reported toxic, so proper care is to be taken when they are processed, and frequent washing and boiling. Only after that one can consume the seeds. Seeds are naked, no fruit formation takes place in Cycas. We have one particular endemic species restricted to Tirumala Hills or Andhra Pradesh, Kodappa Hills, that is called as Cycas bedomii. It is named after Richard Henry Bedome. He was assistant to father of Indian forestry, Dr. Clogney. He served as forest officer and retired as Chief Conservator Forests in the Forest Department, Madras Presidency. In honor of Richard Henry Beddoe, Cycas bedomii has been named. And this is found in a restricted habitat in the Eastern Ghats, Andhra Pradesh, and it is labeled as endangered. In the year 2016, another species was reported from Seshachalam Hills, Seshachalam Reserve, and species was named as Cycas sechalamensis. It is critically endangered and it is unique in showing the isotomous dichotomous branching. And this particular species have the number of leaflets also exceeding 200 up to 230, and this is critically endangered species. Another species which is found in Eastern Ghats is Cycas sapharica. It is also found in Andhra Pradesh, some part of Tamil Nadu and Odisha. Another critically endangered cycas found reported from Odisha is Cycas nayagadensis. It is again restricted to Odisha and is critically endangered. Population is declining. Another species reported from Odisha is Cycas orizensis. The species Cycas zelenica was previously reported from Sri Lanka also, but in the tsunami of 2004 December, trees were devastated, plants were devastated, and now it is not reported from Sri Lanka, but Cycas zelenica is seen in Andaman Nicobar Islands. So presently we can say it is endemic to Andaman Nicobar Islands. Another unique endemic species found from Andamans is labeled as Cycas andamanica. Another species also reported is Cycas ps chani, and another peculiar species reported from Western Ghats by Rita et al. Is Cycas swamii, named after Professor B.G.L. Swami in the year 2002. Subsequently, because of invalid publication and not the type specimens deposition or some other authors, they redescribed it and published it authentically, and they changed the name Cycas swamii to Cycas indica. It could have been named as Cycas swami again, but they preferred to name it as Cycas indica, and this is also endemic to the Western Ghats. We also have the Cycas rhamphai. This is also planted in some locations in South India. We have the Cycas sainathi, another endemic cycas, which is sometimes confused and sometimes also considered synonym to Cycas andamanica. But under the name Cycas sainathi, this stands documented as the type locality at Shibpur in Habda, West Bengal. And this Cycas sainathi has also been introduced in the Saharan Botanical Garden. Uttar Pradesh. These living fossils, because they have lived with the dinosaurs, they are not fruit bearing plants, rather they have the naked seeds, and the largest sized seed is seen in Cycas species, especially Cycas revoluta. What is the color of this seed? That also determines the species. We have yellow color in case of Cycas sarcinalis, whereas it is red in case of Cycas swamii or Cycas indica. It is again Cycas reddish orange in case of Cycas revoluta. And this is basically a mature ovule, and we have sometimes fleshy sarcotesta, which gives a false look as if it is a fruit, but it is a single ovule, single seed, and whatever fleshy covering, that is derived from the ovule seed itself, and no ovary is there because they are flowerless plants. Whatever we call or identify the fruit, it develops from the ovary wall, and ovary is found only in the flowers. So these are not flowers, these are the plants under the order Cycadales, where we have three families. One is Cycadaceae, where we have cones only in case of male plants, and female cones are not formed, only megasporophylls develop, and cycads are mostly dioecious. Male and female plants are separate. Moreover, their sex determination is also very interesting. That is based on XY chromosomes, and even the spermatozoids, they have the motile sperms. That is the uniqueness in these cycads, called the living fossils. We have the presence of bacterial and fungal associations, and that is also subject of more research to find out. Maybe these bacteria, these microbes which live in association with the corallite roots, may have given strength and resilience to the cycad plants to survive over such a long period from Jurassic times, whereas the dinosaurs perished, but these cycad dendroid plants, superficially resembling palms, so-called pseudopalms, are still thriving. If we go towards the west, in Vanuatu, we see the species Cycas seemanii, and in Vanuatu there is one local name, Nemele, for Cycas, and similarly it is for Nangaria for croton. And with the innovation, they have used these plants names to form a political movement under the name Ningamille in the Vanuatu Islands. So this Cycas is also the national pride. It is two leaves also depicted in the flag, and also coat of arms. Similar species found in Solomon Islands, especially the Bougainville Island, named after a traveler, explorer of the name Bougainville. The species of Cycas found on this island has been named as Cycas bougainvilliana. In China, we have threatened Cycas changjiangensis, and only 2000 plants are reported remaining in the wild. Another species reported as Cycas taiwanensis is not native to Taiwan, but since the first specimen was obtained from Taiwan, so it has been named so. Another species reported from Southeast China is Cycas taitugensis. We have the species thriving in the wilderness, but these locations need to be conserved for posterity. And not only Cycas revoluta, which is native to Japan, and Cycas cercinalis, which is native to India, need to be introduced. They are already introduced in most of the colleges and botanical gardens, but other species, especially the critically endangered Cycas bedomii is endangered. Cycas neogadensis is critically endangered. Cycas seychellamensis from Andhra Pradesh is critically endangered. Even the Cycas pectinata, which is declining in the northeast and locally named as Yan Dong, need to be introduced, and volunteers should undertake ex situ conservation. Under the Cycas conservation program, we need to have the reassessment of the germplasm, because many of these species are data deficient, especially Cycas sapharica. The species about which we have not a full inventory or full population estimation exercise, it need to be undertaken. Cycas is a source of medicine also, especially the cones and seeds. Its stem is marked with the remaining persistent leaf bases, as we find even in case of palms. And by counting the number of leaf bases, age estimation of the cycads can be done. These do not grow very tall, and one species which has grown up to 14-15 meters, nearing 50 feet, 52 feet, is the female Cycas pectinata in Kamrup, Assam. Otherwise, usual tallness is about 3-4 meters or hardly 6 meters. And Cycas seychellamensis is also unique in having the subterranean stem. They are also able to proliferate through bulbils, vegetatively sprouts from near the ground, and if they are separated, then they can be used for multiplication. These cycadales once flourished on the planet Earth, and they have the huge forests. So whenever we visit any zoo and see the dinosaur, and we also see palm-like tree standing near to dinosaur, so then it should not be mistaken for a palm, but it will definitely be labeled as Cycas, because only cycads had evolved by the time dinosaurs were dominating the landscape. And the origin of flowering trees is much later. So in the Paleozoic times, Jurassic times, the cycads have very huge tall specimens, and dinosaurs are also reported to have eaten the leaves of cycads voraciously, especially the herbivores. And these cycads are also unique in showing the fern circinate vernation, that coiling, the way we see in Kasrod, Diplegium esculentum, or Diplegium lycopodiides, or any other fern. In today's ferns, we see that coiled circinate vernation, and the same we note even in case of the cycads. In the young specimens, in 1 year, 2-3 times leaf bursts, new leaves appear, but in mature specimens, leaves appear only once in a year. And pollination, the transfer of pollen from the microsporophyll to the megasporophyll is undertakes usually by wind. So there is a anemophily, but sometimes even some insects, beetles, some crawling insects, they also aid in pollination, and that is called entomophily.